Hey everyone, my name is Michaela Harrison, and today I'm going to be talking to you about a new product made for early childhood ages 2 through 5. It is a fruit and veggie popsicle. We all know it can be difficult to get children excited to eat healthier. It is obvious the one thing kids love is sugar. Many children consume sweets daily, on average from 6.2 to 9.7 times a week. This is due to several influences such as high availability in their pantry, watching and seeing their parents eat the same foods, and of course the media from their favorite TV shows. There's been a study done that states 21% of TV airtime is commercials, and of that, 55% of those commercials are dedicated to food. With all the influences surrounding kids, the line between what a snack is versus a dessert for them is becoming blurred. They just want sweets. This is how I came up with my product. I wanted to create something that gave them the sugary satisfaction they are wanting, but will add the nutritional benefits they need. That way, no matter what time of day it is, they can call it a snack or a dessert. So, what is currently available? Popsicles is one of the biggest popsicle brands out there. Our love for their popsicles has been growing for generations. These three are some of their top sellers. They have bright colors and great advertisement that can easily catch anyone's eye. But there are other options as well. Here's some healthier options. They're full of natural fruit and appealing to the eye as well. But all of these have some things in common, and they all lack nutritional value that kids need, and they also have tons of added sugar. I chose to focus on a product for early childhood. Toddlers and preschoolers make up two categories for early childhood. Ages 2 through 3 years old are considered toddlers, and ages 3 through 5 are preschoolers. There are several different reasons as to why these ages have been classified that way. Toddlers have a rapid increase in gross and fine motor skills, an increase in cognitive, social, and emotional development, as well as language skills and the want for independence. Preschoolers improve their fine motor skills, they control their emotions better, and they have a larger vocabulary. In order for a child to attain their full growth potential, it is essential that they get the proper energy and nutrient intake suggested for their body weight and age. The first few years of life are a critical period for forming lifelong eating habits and taste preferences. This can be a time where it leads them to a healthy lifestyle or a very dangerous one. The eating patterns of children are often full of, sweets, fats, and bubbly drinks than they are usually of fruits and vegetables. It is also no secret that it is much easier to get kids to eat their fruit, while it is usually a constant battle to get children to eat their vegetables. Some factors that possibly can affect their eating habits are things such as the media, their parents, obesogenic environments, economic influences, and social influences. The increase in child obesity continues in the United States, which is why children need to be introduced and learn healthy eating and physical activity behaviors early on. Currently, 1 in 5 children are overweight or at risk of becoming overweight. This is why it is so important for children to start eating habits early. This can reduce the risk of obesity, lower the risk of high cholesterol, and lower the risk of diabetes. The nutritional principles of early childhood are the same as adults. These nutrients are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. The only difference is the amount required or needed at different ages of life. So first I'll be talking to you guys about carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are a primary source of energy for the body, which make it a key component in any meal. They can be found in a variety of foods such as bread, cereal, grains, fruits, and vegetables. Fiber is a vital carbohydrate that provides many health benefits. By not getting enough can cause a lot of health and digestion issues. It also plays a crucial role in a child's diet by reducing the risk for numerous diseases such as cancer, obesity, and diabetes. Unfortunately, the average fiber intake for U.S. children and adults are less than half of the recommended levels. With that, the recommended dietary allowance for fiber for children between ages 2 and 3 years old is 19 grams per day, and children between ages 4 and 5 years old, 25 grams per day. Next, let's talk about protein. Protein is essential for keeping bodily functions running smoothly and is stored primarily in muscles and collagen. Due to the rapid growth of children from ages 2 to 5 years old, consuming adequate protein is imperative. Protein can be used as an energy source if the body does not have enough adequate calorie intake. This means that if a child is not eating enough calories but getting enough protein, the protein roles will be moved from muscle mass development and hormone production to providing energy instead. Some great protein sources are foods from animals and plant-based sources such as beans, peas, nuts, and soy. The protein needs per kilogram are actually higher in children because of their growth rates. The recommended dietary allowance for protein for toddlers is 1.1 of the body weight and decreases slightly to 0.95 of body weight for preschool-aged children. Fats are used in a variety of ways by the body. It builds nerve tissue and hormones, helps the body absorb fat-soluble vitamins, is essential for brain development, and insulates and protects the body's organs. Great sources of fat include foods made with oil or butter, whole and 2% milk, animal products, and fried foods. Although fat can be good, many children eat more than the daily recommended amount, specifically of trans and saturated fats. Getting enough fat in a child's diet is essential, but getting too much can have consequences. It can cause weight gain, obesity, adds a greater risk for high blood pressure, heart disease, and diabetes. For children ages 1 to 3 years old, the recommended fat intake is 30 to 35% of calories. And for children ages 4 and older, it is recommended that fat intake is 25 to 35% of total calories. Vitamins and minerals are essential for a child's growth. During childhood, the body needs calcium to build bones and promote proper function of muscles and nerves. Vitamin D aids in calcium absorption that contributes to the process of bone formation and the absorption of calcium in the gut. It also supports cell growth and reduces inflammation. Not consuming enough of both of these can put children at the risk for rickets, a bone softening disease, poor growth, and muscle weakness. Iron plays several roles in the body. It is necessary for the development, growth, and normal cell functions of children. It also supports metabolism and the synthesis of hormones and connective tissue. The amount of iron absorbed is dependent on the individual and the form of iron they take in. Toddlers ages 2 and 3 need 7 milligrams of iron each day, while kids 4 and 5 years need 10 milligrams each day. So now I'm going to be talking to you about my product, Fruit and Veggie Popsicles. These popsicles will be filled with fresh fruit and hints of vegetables that include all the nutritional components a child needs. It's a product that is guilt-free for parents while also giving children the sugar and sweetness they have been craving for. Either way, this sweet treat can be called a snack or dessert because of its health benefits. It can be eaten at any time of the day. It is also a different but fun way for children to get those vegetables in that they normally can't stand or won't even try. These popsicles do not have any high fructose corn syrup, artificial flavoring, coloring, or added sugar like our competition. So here is a mock-up of what my packaging could possibly look like. I wanted to make it bright to catch the eye while also showing what fruits are in the popsicles. I wasn't really sure on the name, so I just went with Fruit and Veggie Popsicles just so everyone knows kind of what they're getting into. I did want to make it known that there are vegetables in the popsicles without pushing away my target audience, ages 2 through 5. That's why I just added a small circle at the bottom, right, just stating that they have hints of veggies with a picture of spinach and peas. Some strengths I do see with this product is that there's not anything out there like this, and it gives children the chance to get their vegetables in such a clever way. Like I said on the last slide, these popsicles, are full of nothing but fresh fruit, vegetables, and milk. So there's not anything gross like gross artificial flavoring, coloring, added sugar, or high fructose corn syrup, which is a huge plus for everyone. Some weaknesses I see with this product is that children who are lactose intolerant, allergic, or vegan will not purchase this or even think about purchasing it. This is something that needs to be discussed. Definitely in a few years, hopefully we can make some popsicles that are more for that client. I did also want to include the milk just because of its great benefits. Another weakness that I find for this is that it can be hard for kids to try this if they know that there's veggies in it beforehand, or if they see the packaging and they know that there's veggies. And also, there's a lot of competition for popsicles that with much bigger brands. So that's something that I think that could be an issue, especially with fighting for the freezer space. I believe in my product, and I'm sure by now you do too. It has three great big checks. One, because it's not offered in the market. Two, children are getting some vegetables in that they normally don't. And three, it's the perfect sugary snack they can always crave. To the right, I do have a mock-up of the nutritional label that I created for these popsicles. And I'm sure by now you guys are wondering how this product necessarily covers all the nutritional components. I know a lot of foods can be in several of these categories, but this is just the breakdown of my thought process on how all five components could be in these popsicles. So with carbohydrates, I knew I wanted to add both fruit and vegetables for it. These here listed are some that I was thinking I wanted to include. I did end up including all but the blackberries. For protein, I did add peas into the recipe. For fat, I included whole milk. And to cover vitamins and minerals, I included kale and spinach. So here are all my references. And that is the end of my presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed and are excited about my product as much as I am. Thank you for listening. Have a great night.